things will happen.
The temperature in West Asia has risen not only in rhetoric but in steel, sail and air power. Over the past several weeks, the United States has significantly reinforced its military posture across the Gulf and surrounding waters. Carrier strike groups have rotated closer to the region, and additional destroyers equipped with advanced air and missile defense systems have been positioned to secure sea lanes and protect U.S. assets as well as allies. At the naval core of this build-up sits the U.S. Fifth Fleet, headquartered in Bahrain, which oversees operations across the Arabian Gulf, Red Sea and the Arabian Sea. Guided missile destroyers capable of launching Tomahawk cruise missiles are operating within rapid response distance of Iranian territory. Submarines are believed to be part of the deterrence architecture as well, offering long-range precision strike capabilities. In the air domain, the United States has surged advanced fighter aircraft into regional bases. These reportedly include fifth-generation stealth platforms alongside refueling tankers, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance aircraft, and electronic warfare assets. Missile defense systems, including Patriot and THAAD batteries, are also reinforcing Gulf allies. Iran's strategic doctrine emphasizes asymmetric retaliation, ballistic missiles, drone swarms, cyber operations, and proxy networks across the region. The presence of layered missile defense is therefore both protective and political, reassuring Gulf capitals while signaling readiness to Tehran. Iran has not limited its response to diplomatic language. Senior figures within the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps have reiterated that any attack on Iranian soil would trigger consequences beyond conventional military retaliation. Central to that warning is the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz remains one of the world's most critical maritime arteries. Roughly a fifth of global oil supply and significant portion of liquefied natural gas exports transit this narrow corridor between Oman and Iran. Even temporary disruptions can spike energy prices, elevate shipping insurance premiums, and ripple through global inflation metrics. Iranian officials have repeatedly threatened to block or restrict passage through the strait if their sovereignty is violated. While a full closure would be difficult to sustain under U.S. naval superiority, even limited mining operations, missile harassment, or drone attacks on commercial vessels could paralyze shipping traffic. Markets react not only to action but to risk. The mere perception of instability in Hormuz can add dollars to crude benchmarks overnight. Amid this hardening posture, rhetoric from both leaderships has intensified. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has warned that any aggression would be met with a response where regret will follow, framing the confrontation as a defense of sovereignty as well as dignity. On the other side, Donald Trump has publicly insisted that Iran must never acquire nuclear weapons and has signaled that the United States is prepared to act decisively if diplomacy fails. His language has alternated between offering a deal that benefits Iran and warning of consequences that would be swift and overwhelming. Yet beneath the escalatory tone, the first round of indirect talks reportedly produced a narrow but significant initial understanding. Both sides signaled openness to de-escalation measures. Iran has indicated willingness to discuss limits on enrichment levels and enhance transparency mechanisms, while the United States has signaled that calibrated sanctions relief could be considered in return for verifiable compliance. The talks did not produce a breakthrough, but they appeared to establish a channel, a shared acknowledgement that negotiation remained preferable to open conflict. This paradox defines the moment. Public messaging leans towards deterrence and strength, while private channels attempt to preserve space for compromise. Regional diplomacy has not collapsed either. Gulf powers, particularly Oman, Qatar and Saudi Arabia, are actively working behind the scenes to prevent escalation. Their calculus is pragmatic. Any US-Iran confrontation would unfold in their backyard. These states have spent years stabilizing regional relations. A war would reverse that trajectory overnight. For Washington, the deployment is meant to signal that options exist and escalation would carry unacceptable costs. For Tehran, the Hormuz threat is leverage, a reminder that global economic stability is intertwined with Iranian security. What is clear is this: the infrastructure for confrontation now exists. Carrier decks are loaded, aircraft are positioned, missile defenses are active, and the world's most vital oil choke point sits at the center of the equation. In such an environment, miscalculation will be the greatest risk.